I think you're going to see NDSU respect them by playing a disciplined brand of basketball.
Showed you Tom Haldeman. He's the interim head coach, so his first year leading this squad as NDSU wins the opening tip, and just like that, we're underway.
Just Oak Hill's coming out in too tall of a task to overcome.
Shill's starting lineup. You can see how Oak Hills rolls out, and Andrew Morgan gets
by White just to stay disciplined, stay down, not leave the foot. And there he turns it over in transition.
Coffee with the lay-in. There's Deacon Bach out of Blaine, Minnesota. They've got a few Minnesota guys on this school from Bemidji. And the Bison in transition game.
Season. I mean, they're experienced young players. Expects them to.
Got to let it go, and he does at the buzzer. Boy, he's had a couple of good looks.
Yeah, he had a nice job getting himself in position to throw the runner. Nice pass from Scunberg to Miller, just not able to finish, but he's
offensive rebound. Coffee triggers a three and comes up short.
Oh, nice activity on the offensive glass by Oak Hills, creating a second shot opportunity. Wheeler Thomas with a clean look from behind.
Waddles going quick to the hoop, and he banks green. And a good step.
Great defender and no resistance at the rim.
Morgan using his height.
There's really nothing he can do. Morgan's just strong enough to go up and over the top. Continue to stay in that 2-3 zone. Can they keep the ball out of Morgan's hands?
Oh, he gets it with a defense.
You demonstrate your respect for the opponent by playing with high energy, by running the floor hard, by executing at a high level. Don't. There you are.
Trying to go to Andrew Levin, and it bounces into the arms of the Bison. So a long three from Waddles.
Beautiful stroke. Usually has his feet ready, and there's Wheeler Thomas
showing Damari.
Yep, alive, and Waddles fires.
And why not? In and out that time. There is Burke for the
games that prepare you for the upcoming conference schedule.
White lets it fly, and there's Burke again. Just
flies in, has a knack for getting to where the ball's coming off. I think he reads it very well.
Guy out of Rapid City. And another turnover. Thread the needle through.
A pleasant surprise addition to this group that Dave has, and I think really complements what they do. And
now it's Waddles' turn.
Yeah, he got a clean look. That was a much better possession for Oak Hills just because they took care of the ball.
White open court.
They have been able to get some clean looks. Nice job by Strite to run the floor.
Josh Strite into the game. There's Burke through
mindset that if you're NDSU, you don't ever want to go away.
Burke from on the arc, and this could be a game that could be a real confidence booster for him as a shooter. Good defense. Ninth play.
Yeah, it's I mean, like you say, it's a lot of very similar level teams. Yeah, and does a nice job of getting in the pass. A nice kick out three. That's why you look, and then you want to be able to recognize the difference between those and when the opponent's in a 5-on-5 situation.
Ball movement leaves.
Have to make calls and take whoever has availability to play these types of games.
Wheeler Thomas on the move. Left it short. Still won't go down.
Critical execution. And to this point, and I think Dave's interview showed that the entirety of the environment.
Corner three is baseline as the shot.
We talked about Derek Doucette. What a great look.
Coffee trying to go cross key. And the Bison have numbers on the move.
Much of a variance in talent.
Another pass taken away. Waddles. Wheeler Thomas trailing, and he'll just let. Waddles out to Ryan Slett.
One of those guys that creates depth. There he gets a hand on a dribble and forces the turnover. He gets the run out.
Sletton again, though.
Happy for their teammate being able to be rewarded for the hours and hours he puts in.
Now it's Waddles all by himself. Finger roll. 4-0 at home so far this season. The Wolfpack start with the ball and a cut right down the middle.
It's a very good job of that the first half.
White leaves the defender behind as he crosses the timeline. Give Wheeler Thomas another look at it, and he floats it from the
Talked about.
Keepers gets a step and
Man, but nice, got a little assist from our cameraman to get him back on the floor. And a time that used his length and his size to slap it off the board.
Coffee tries inside, and that's a foul going on. And
great part to North Dakota State playing a
students. They've offered basketball since the late 90s. Oh, throw it up for Andrew Morgan. White lets it go. That'll clip the rim. Morgan just reaches out and grabs it.
Alleys are open again as possible. That clears things up.
Average 10.
Coach Hintz has been talking about when he says he wants player-led teams. I've seen that the last 4, 5, 6 have I in the Fargo Forum where he said there are no pickup football games.
Right. And a Big 12 matchup there.
There's a turnover off the inbounds play and Dissett. Oh, he was a legendary coach at Iowa State, had a ton of success there.
NCAA sports that she's gotten in and has gotten some buckets for that Bison women team. And
yeah.
MSUM.
Yeah, right now, and you bring up a good point. College basketball fans and high school basketball fans in this area should not take this. And what the men are doing at MSUM, great find, tribute at the college level.
Up and under, and Bryson Keepers too deep behind the backboard. Here goes Dissett one-on-one. Lots of contact. And Feddersen finishes it up.
Cleans it up with the slam.
Coffee triggers a three, comes up. There goes Burke for three, and that was short, but Joshua Strite runs it down. Good ball fake.
And done. I think there's been a few offensive rebounds for Oak Hills, but very few.
And there's for Oak Hills Christian. Shot clock winding down, and
Don't even want to know if I want to know what the points per possession are for NDSU.
Trying to find some space. Dissett. Kick out. Waddles for three. I think you're still with us on this Sunday afternoon.
You know, Colin, I asked, a question that I thought was kind of maybe rhetorical going, I wonder what the points.
Joshua Strite to Waddles. Contested three.
NDSU men's basketball, I'm pretty sure he'll probably point that out if that ends up being the case. Great job. Oak Hill just staying in this 2-3 zone, trying to match up as best they can. Great take by Dissett. That before.
And decent sized crowd on a Sunday afternoon.
Yeah.
Get to see this team play.
I think they have I think they kind of hats in the seats sometimes for some of these games. Pass Strider.
And meanwhile, Bison taking care of business on the basketball court here at the Shack. 106-11 as we get under the 3-minute mark.
I think they played very disciplined. They're going to get some time off as they prepare for that road trip to the state of Illinois, as the entire crowd acknowledges a 3-point basket by
Andrew Levin, the freshman out of White Bear Lake.
And he's got a smile on his face too, and good for them. Good for them. Cuts the deficit to 92.
Pass Strider to the corner. Wide open three won't fall for Ryan Sletton. Gone. Let this one run out. A little ways to go. Keep it tuned to WDAY and Inforum.com as that story develops. This one goes final at 108-14 in favor.